Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome back to my channel. So if you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. So today we're going to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and I've already went ahead and pulled all the cards and everything to kind of speed this up a hair because I have slow internet. Alright, so your first card under What's Crossing You, and I actually have these charms. I pulled charms as well. So with this one we've got some keys. So it could be something's locked up or something's got you all feeling chained down. So the card that we're pulling up under What's Crossing You is the Jaguar, reversed. And the Jaguar is, so the essence of the card is, the Jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon. And in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With the great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. Jaguars know the way beyond death, and it is the master of shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. All right, and this is reversed. So, so for this particular book, if you were to buy this, each card you read the essence. If it's upright, you read the invitation, and if it's upside down, you read the medicine. So for reversed, we're going to give you the medicine. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you far too long, which is ready to let go of which is ready to be let go of once and for all? Jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so that you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadow and end the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on the Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. Okay. Well, let's see what the Oracle card says, okay? So we got the Oracle card here, which says fire sign. All right. These cards don't have any kind of signs associated with them because it's an Oracle deck. So, not really. I mean, there's some symbolism in the cards, but not very much. So the fire sign is someone that might be in this situation. All right. But then, I have also a deck of Narcissist cards, and I've pulled Narcissist cards with this reading as well. And I'm going to go, for those who stay to the end, I have a couple new Narcissist cards that I'm going to go over with you that can change your life, I'm sure. Alright, but your Narcissist card for Under What's Crossing You says, why do we self-sabotage? Okay, so I want to go ahead and give a shout out to S Truthless at YouTube. And basically, this is one of his YouTube videos, and I want to say as an artist, when I'm feeling blocked, I go to his site, and he always has the best advice, okay? So here we go. If you're about to get the raise or pay raise that you've been waiting for, and then you quit your job. So I guess this is, you might be self-sabotaging okay? If you're making excuses as to why you're not going to go to work or go to the gym. Number 3 could be it's like the way that you're thinking when you're younger can affect how you are when you're older. And this really, really resonated with me. I get this. It says if your parent ignored you when you were little, your first instinct is to say, my parent ignoring me is reasonable. And you become self-loathing. you have this attitude on the inside where you don't really believe in yourself, and you tend to think that your parent is right and that they are right for feeling this way about you. You don't think that maybe your parent was a narcissist. It says, number 2, my parent is abusing me, and that is acceptable. So this is, like I said, S, truthless. And then on the back, I've got a little bit of more information about the situation. So you may be making excuses for yourself or stifling your own success. You don't even realize it sometimes if you're stifling your own success. It says list your core beliefs, all right? And so you take you a piece of paper, and this is like an exercise to overcome it. So for most of my narcissist cards, I have the narcissistic trait or the situation on one side, and then what we can do to overcome it on the other side. So on the back side of this card, it says list your negatives and your positives, okay? And then answer why you deserve better. All right, conflict and internal issues. So how do I stop self-sabotaging? Listen to yourself. Jiminy Cricket, okay? You can do it. You are worth it, okay? And I just love so you take one side of the paper and you put your positives, and on the other side you put your negatives, okay? And then for your past, we've got some angel wings that I pulled out of my trinkets. And the beloved in reversed is the card that we pulled. Okay. And the beloved this is only the 5th card. This is the very, very beginning. The beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving toward the spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. All right, and this one's reversed, so we're going to read the medicine. All of your cards are reversed this week. So although this deck doesn't really have negative responses at all, I do think that it definitely can cause some tears to start flowing. I've had a couple people tell me that this deck is kind of, it definitely is going to pull from your subconscious. It's an archetype deck, and that's what it's meant to do. So it's for the medicine. Okay, here's the medicine. Be careful with romantic love, the kind of love that you fall in and out of. Own all the projections that you have placed upon the person that you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. Woo! All right, and then your oracle card is the all-seeing eye, which some people consider this God, depending on what religion you associate with or don't associate with. The all-seeing eye, some people consider this like, I mean, if you look into the actual what angels really look like, and a lot of them have eyeballs all over their body, all over their wings. And so the all-seeing eye, to me, is really speaking about angels, but who knows what God looks like. He says that we're in his image, but the all-seeing eye is also what I consider source when I'm doing tarot. I call to source. All right, but everyone's different and everyone believes differently. And for your narcissist card, we've got overt narcissism, self-interest, sense of entitlement, vanity, constant need for admiration, an unrealistic sense of self-importance, lack of empathy, difficulty forming meaningful relationships. And this is from the Medical News Today, DSM, which is the like your educational resources, okay? So what do we do about it, right? It says limit your personal information with narcissists. Also, do not argue with a narcissist. Sometimes it is necessary to cut them off completely, especially if there is physical abuse. Alright, so I hope no one is dealing with anything that extreme. If so, please seek help with a professional as soon as possible. Alright, and your next card is the Sorcerer. Ooh, that's so pretty, right? The Sorcerer. Okay, so let's take a look. This one's also reversed. Okay. The essence of the card. This is the source of dark power. The Sorcerer represents destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. Alright, so with this one, the conch, which is this tiny little shell, whoops, I went flying across the room, which I believe is kind of reminds me of the spiral, the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, if you're looking for artistic inspiration. And also, the medicine for this one is, have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so that you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself or the ones who you love. It's time to come out of the denial and accept responsibility for your works and deeds. When you meet the energy of the Sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use to which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. I highly agree with this. Although that is easier said than done, if this is something that you're experiencing, your manifestation oracle card says Theta Delta sleep state in your subconscious mind will help you to manifest your dreams. When you wake up and when you go to sleep, think of what you want. Alright, so that's the time when you're laying down at night or when you're waking up right in the morning, is when your Theta Delta sleep waves are the most active. So this is extremely important to me. I'm epileptic, and part of the reason why I bought this deck is because it has to do with your archetypes. And your subconscious mind holds so much that you don't even realize. And when you go to sleep at night and when you wake up in the morning, that's when you are most easy to be manipulated. So if you're trying to quit a bad habit or if you're trying to change for the better, you can hypnotize yourself during that time frame when you're going to sleep. Alright, and your narcissist card for this reading, not that you need a narcissist card for this one, because that one pretty much was all the info you could possibly ever need. It says, I'm sorry. What more do you want from me? The unapologetic. Okay, so in order to overcome any kind of animosity, then you definitely have to apologize, or at least overcome it. Sometimes you don't have to apologize, but it's important to let go of whatever it is for yourself and for the other people involved, okay? And your final card is the Tree of Life. And this one is really beautiful. And it has the Taurus. This is a necklace that was my mom's. And she was a Libra, but it broke. So it's now just a charm that I keep in my charm box. As you can see, it's all whacked out. But we also have the letting go of old vibes and do not criticize the narcissist. Successful in avoiding narcissistic rage. All right, so let's take a look here at the Tree of Life. 58. So this last card was 48, and this one's 58. So that's a lot of 8s that we have there now, because the first one was 28, and the second one was 5. So 8 is definitely the infinity symbol. I feel like 8 is, it's all about mastery, accomplishment, and action. So you may have also infinity symbol. Something to do with 8 is very repetitive in your life. Okay, so hold on. 58, here we go. The essence. The Tree of Life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. The deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while the branches reach into the heavens and the source of destiny. To be whole in your life's journey, it is important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots fall into the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. And this is true. Okay, so for the medicine, so you must not be feeling good because I had to give you lots of medicine today. So this is your 4th reverse card, and the medicine is: what nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without light from the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit that you want to produce, and where you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. Okay, so this really resonates with me because I'm an artist. And it says, letting go of old vibes. You can use danbarite, which is a stone. It's a crystal. And it says, for your narcissist card, do not criticize the narcissist. To avoid narcissistic rage. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to share with you some information that I got from Dr. Ramani, the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. All right, criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling. So the 4 Horsemen of Narcissism, I found this on Dr. Ramani's page, but it was John Gottman who actually wrote about this in his book, and he's a relationship specialist and a doctor. And so he's talking about bad cycles. So this is not just in your relationship for your love life. I find that me and my sister have this very, very toxic relationship, criticizing each other. And it starts out like this. First, criticism. Then the other person gets defensive or denies the situation. And then both parties are then angry and both show contempt toward each other. And then stonewalling, which is basically just showing you that you didn't want to talk about it anymore. They don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. And it's a stonewalled situation where there's no communication. All right. So in order to overcome this, we just have to, be careful what we say, and just remember that there's other ways that you can say things if you're feeling frustrated or irritable, or you're ready to criticize. Maybe you're just ready to jaguar them on the back, right? I don't know. But whatever the situation, just remember that let's pull another card. We got a grim card right here. Surely there's a grim fairy tale that can cover it. Situation. Okay. So this is a really packed reading. I'm talking about, usually I use my handmade cards when I do the narcissist readings because they're faster, so I'm looking at 20-minute reading here. Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up with Rapunzel. Take a step out of your comfort zone. Don't believe everything that you hear. You cannot protect your children from everything. Never give up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure most of us know the story of Rapunzel, but her parents kept her away from everybody and high up in the mountain castle. And so she finally braided her hair, and I think she cut her hair off in order to climb down or something of that nature. I can't remember how exactly the story goes because it's been so long ago. But definitely her parents thought that they were going to protect her. But the longer that you stay away from others, the harder it is to deal in public. And I think we're all dealing with that from 2020. I think that everybody's on their last, they're just not able to really, they're not used to being around others and communicating, and that can cause a lot of issues. Okay, so definitely still stay in contact with your friends and family, even if you are full-blown lockdown. Call your grandma, call your aunts and uncles, and call your family and your friends and let them know how you're doing. Okay, a lot of people are sick and dying. All right, so I send you good blessings, and I hope that you did indeed enjoy this reading. If so, please be sure to leave me a comment and let me know. And also hit the bell if you'd like to know when my readings come out. I usually do narcissist readings once a month. I try to stay positive, so not too much narcissism reading, but I think it's positive to stay on the up and up, because that keeps me from becoming a narcissist too. All right, y'all. Y'all come back now, you hear?